Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today we're going to talk about how to perform magic on the surface of the sun. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Advice for Magicians video where my job is to make you the best possible entertainers that you can be. Now I don't know about you, but where I live it has been hotter than the surface of the sun. The other day I did a gig in 106-degree weather. Now, here's the kicker. I was booked to perform for a company event, and it was booked at a hotel. I think it was like at a Marriott or a Sheraton or some hotel where I was under the impression that this was gonna be in like a ballroom situation. It was completely my fault for not double checking with the client exactly where everything was gonna be in before I showed up. Well, what ended up happening? I was booked to perform around the pool, outside in the direct sun. So you guys know how I like to dress. I usually dress very smart, especially when it comes to performing at a company event. I'll wear a three-piece suit, right? So I have the vest, I have the tie, I have the coat, and all of that stuff. And I like to wear clothes like I think I'm in New York, right? I like to dress wearing like thin layers of wool and whatnot. So for me, I was absolutely dying. By the end of my gig, it had looked like I took a bucket of water and dumped it on my head. So in this video, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to talk about some ways that you can go out and perform magic in not the nicest weather conditions, right? Assuming it's very, very hot outside. We're at the tail end of the summer now. We're gonna be rolling into, the spring, the fall season very soon. But it's gonna probably be hot for a little while. So I wanted to give you guys some advice, things that I've learned over the years to make sure that this doesn't happen. Number one, learn from my mistake and make sure that you know exactly what the situation for your performance is going to be, not just what the venue type is. So for example, let's just say you're a children's birthday party magician and you get booked to perform at someone's home. Don't just ask them, well, what is the venue? Oh, it's a residence. Perfect. And then move on. You want to find out, okay, cool, it's a residence, but like, what is the performance situation going to be? Am I going to be in the living room with a bunch of kids sat, on the couches and the kitchen table, high stool chairs, and on the floor, the carpet in front of me? Or is it going to be in the backyard, right? If it is in the backyard, is there going to be shade? Is it going to be under an overhang? Is it going to be on the concrete? Is it going to be in the grass? Are there trees? Is there a pool? What is the situation where I'm going to be performing? Try to find this information out so that you can best prepare for it, right? If, for whatever reason, the client says, oh yeah, it's going to be outside in the backyard and there's no shade, you're going to want to explain to the client, is there another way that we can make this work? Because my show is between 30 and 40 minutes long, and I'm going to be performing in the direct sunlight for 30 to 40 minutes. Now, of course, I'm worried about myself. I'm going to be dying out there. But also, the kids are going to be sitting in the direct sun for 30 to 40 minutes watching a magic show. So, what can we do? Can we better prepare for this? Is there a shaded area we can move to? Are you guys able to have a tent? Or can we simply move this inside the house? Can we perform in the living room instead? I think the kids would be a lot more comfortable if we do that, right? So number one is figure out what your performance situation is going to be and do your best to prepare for the event. See if there's any way that you can make it work out. Again, moving inside or figuring out a shade situation or something like that. That's the first thing that you should do. Now, what if, for whatever reason, that's not possible? Hey everyone, so sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to take a quick minute to thank the newest members of the mob for joining. Thank you guys so much. It's because of you that I'm truly able to keep this channel going. You're gonna get early access to videos, you're gonna access tutorials, lectures, and even get one-on-one access with me where you can pick my brain about anything that you like. If you guys would like to join them and become a member of the mob, please click the join button, or you can click the membership tab right here on the channel for more information. If you guys would like to see some more awesome magic, please head over to my online magic shop at o'brienmagic.com. And as always, if you enjoy these videos, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for the interruption. And now back to the video. Like I said, at the gig that I booked, I was booked to perform at a hotel. Now, when I showed up, the client had booked the entire outside pool and bar area. It wasn't an option for me to be like, well, do you think we can move this party indoors, right? They would have looked at me like, no, we're not gonna move the entire thing. We've already booked this, right? We're not gonna be able to move it. You're gonna perform outside in the sun. So in this kind of situation now, what can I do? And the easiest thing that you can do is to prepare yourself for the worst, right? Imagine you're gonna be in the direct sun. What can you do? The first thing that I would do, again, after I've asked the client the situation, they're like, yeah, it's gonna be by the poolside, it's gonna be out in the sun, there's probably not gonna be a whole lot of shade. The first thing that I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna say, you know what? It is what it is, that's totally fine. Just understand that since I will be performing in the direct sunlight, I will be scheduling myself some water breaks, right? And you can say 15 minutes or so of the total time that you'll be performing will be dedicated to taking water breaks. It doesn't mean that you're gonna disappear for 15 minutes, take a water break, perform, then disappear for another 15 minutes to take a water break, right? The water break is simply to go cool down for just a couple minutes, grab some water, maybe go in the shade, maybe for like 5 minutes, right? Let's just assume I'm gonna be there for an hour performing. Maybe 2 or 3 times I kind of disappear to go get some water or something and then come back. But no more than like 10 or 15 minutes of that hour will be me away from performing for the guests, right? You are gonna work that in to the deal that you're gonna be performing for, right? And so, again, this is just to protect you. You cannot be in the direct sun for an hour. So you will let them know. It's totally fine. Just know that I will be dedicating 10 or 15 minutes of my performance time to taking a break or multiple breaks to get water. And again, just be very clear with the client what you mean by that. If they booked you for an hour and you're only performing for 10 minutes because the other 50 minutes are you taking a water break, they're not gonna be too happy with that. But I've never had a client be like, no, you're not allowed to go get water, right? Or use the restroom or whatever. Like, obviously you do what you need to do to take care of yourself, right? So that's number one. Number two, you also wanna make sure to have basic skin protection, right? Make sure that you're wearing sunblock, wear sunglasses if you're going to be performing outside in the direct sun. If you're already performing magic tricks that use glasses, right, or that make some use of your glasses, that could be pretty cool. Maybe you walk out and you're like, oh, it's really hot out here, hold on, and you go, bam, and now you're wearing sunglasses. Make it a magical moment. That could be really cool, but also your eyes are protected, right? I don't remember what the specific condition is called, but there is such a thing as sunburn of the eyes, where now you like, oh man, you can't even open your eyes. Like, it burns to just open your eyes. I actually had this happen to me on a recent vacation. My family and we left on a trip, and I looked like I was crying. I looked like I was miserable. My wife kept asking me, honey, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I promise I'm not sad, I'm not upset. Like, it looked like I was crying, but it was just that I couldn't see because the sun was burning my eyes because I didn't have my sunglasses with me. So wearing sunglasses and skin protection, right, sunscreen, is also going to be very beneficial so that you don't go home not being able to see and looking like a lobster, right? So very, very important. Also, make sure that you've planned and prepared for different types of dress for different types of situations. Now, when it's in the dead of winter and it's super cold outside, I can wear my wool 3-piece suit with a coat, a scarf, and a hat, and I'm probably gonna be fine, right? But in the middle of the summer, not gonna be able to do that. So what can I do? Usually a smart dress option for that type of situation would be to wear your trousers, and instead of the jacket, to wear a vest and to roll your sleeves up. That way your arms can breathe. You're not wearing that heavy jacket. You're just wearing a vest. You can still wear a tie if you want to. You don't even have to button the tie all the way up. You can have the top button be loose, have the tie be a little bit looser on your neck so that you can still breathe, and you'll still look nice, right? You'll still be dressed smart. It'll still work out, especially if you're gonna be outdoors. Again, if you're indoors and everyone is dressed fancy. You want to dress to the nines as much as possible. But if you're outdoors, the client's going to understand, like, you know, you can't be wearing a three-piece suit when you're out performing, just a vest. Now, you might be yelling at me through your screen right now going, but Michael, how the heck am I supposed to do that when I need all of my pocket space to load up on all of my tricks? Now, there are products on the market that allow you to create pocket space without the pockets, right? So what you could do, they make these like suspender type things. They're just like suspenders that hold your pants up, right? Only they have different pockets and pouches and bags and things on them, so that you can have your Sharpies here, you could have your deck of cards there. Have you ever seen those movies with like some sort of private detective, like Lethal Weapon or K9 or any one of those things? And the cop, the undercover detective, has that suspenders thing on, but it's actually like a holster where they put their gun, right? Imagine that, only instead of putting a gun in there, you put your deck of cards, you put your Sharpies, you have your linking rings, you have a bag for your coins, all of these things on you, so that you're not taking up any pocket space, because you're not going to have this coat, so you're not going to have all of the pockets that you normally have. You're just going to have your trouser pockets, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the back. So again, you can have all of these additional pockets to put things in, right? Now, if you're prepared for strolling magic in general, usually you're not taking up too much pocket space. Like for me, I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pockets whenever I'm performing. 5 of my pockets are taken up. So if now I can't wear my jacket, all I have to do is use the 1, 2, 3, 4 pocket spaces that I'd normally use, and maybe if I have a shirt pocket here and I'm wearing the vest, I can use that pocket instead. Or again, you can get that sort of suspenders thing, so that maybe you can put your deck of cards and your Sharpies there instead of, you know, trying to find an extra space for that. So that's all you have to do. You just have to prepare. You have to prepare with the client, make them aware of the situation, and make sure you're aware of what the situation is going to be. Prepare to protect yourself from the sun by wearing glasses or wearing sun protection, and then prepare how you're going to dress so that you're able to still perform the same type of magic that you would normally do without having to wear all of the different layers of clothing. But anyways, I hope you guys found this video useful. I know you're probably thinking, well, where was this video in June, Michael? But a lot of these lessons are lessons that you learn as you go. And for me, this is the most that I've been booked in the summer since COVID. So, I've found myself in multiple different interesting situations where, yeah, I'm performing in the summer, but it's not just inside someone's home, or it's not just inside of a restaurant, or just inside of a banquet hall or a ballroom where it's nice and air conditioned. I've been put through the meat grinder, so to say, or I guess tossed into the oven, out of the frying pan and into the fire, as they say. Literally, my ass was on fire. And so I just wanted to share with you guys some of the things that I've learned in this process, in hopes that it will help you. With that being said, please leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know what preventative measures you guys have taken to avoid performing in the sun. And I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.